Thanks, Erin. Be safe out there. We even noticed in her shot there that you're seeing road conditions just rapidly changing from 1 minute to the next. And that's because these lake effect bands sometimes have heavier bursts than in other areas. In addition to that, we have these strong gusty winds that are blowing and drifting the snow. Really just kind of gross conditions outside, and that's going to continue to be the case all the way through our evening commute. Right now, our weather ball is currently blinking blue as we have cooler temperatures in view today, and we of course continue on with our chances for lake effect snow. This view is sponsored by LaFontaine Ford of Grand Rapids. So what's our weather impact alert? Well, it continues from now through 7 a.m. tomorrow morning with our blizzard-like conditions. Visibility, of course, reduced to near whiteout. We have 6 to 9 inches of additional snow expected to fall as we reach early Tuesday morning, and then wind chill values that are dropping down between -5 to -15 degrees. Stir all those things up, and the National Weather Service has, of course, gone ahead and issued our winter storm warnings through early tomorrow morning, including Kent County, Newaygo, Muskegon, Ottawa, Allegan. In Allegan County, I think you're going to be one of the spots that have some of the highest snowfall totals when things are all said and done. Our current radar showing these very disorganized lake effect belts across the area, and as our winds continue to pivot out of the north and west, we'll kind of see some more pertinent bands begin to set up. But because of how strong our winds are, a lot of this lake effect snow is going to push further inland than it typically does and continue on with a fairly heavy intensity between now and about 5 o'clock. After 5 o'clock, I do expect some of these lake effect snow belts to taper off slightly, but continuing on with at least some form of snowfall coming down through early tomorrow afternoon. Then we will be back to very short-lived dry conditions as our next system looks to sweep through early Wednesday morning. Looking at snowfall totals, Grand Rapids could sit between another 4 to 7 inches of snow coming down, extending from, let's say, to the west of US 31 all the way towards US 131. So in this little narrow zone here, that's where I expect that additional 6 to 9 inches of snow to come down on top of what we've already received. Slightly lower totals along the immediate lakeshore's edge. You all know this because winds are so strong, it's going to push some of those lake effect belts a little bit further inland. And then here comes our system that clips down on Wednesday morning. This will likely bring an additional 2 to 5 inches of snowfall, followed up by additional rounds Thursday, Friday, as well as lake effect snow, followed up by the coldest temperatures we've seen really so far this season, and potentially the coldest air we've ever seen here in West Michigan by the weekend. We'll talk about that in a second here. But yeah, multiple rounds of snowfall left in the forecast following today, between, again, 2 to 5 inches of snow coming through on Wednesday, another couple of inches on Thursday. And then I want to fast forward as we head towards the weekend. Temperatures are actually going to fall down to sub-zero conditions. You start to factor in our wind speeds, and it could sit anywhere between -15 to -30 degrees outside throughout our daylight hours on Friday. And then that perpetual cold is expected to extend through the weekend. This is going to be some of the most dangerous air we've ever experienced here in West Michigan, and you're going to want to make sure you're proceeding with caution. This afternoon, very cold outside. Not even going to compare, though, to the coldness that we're expected to experience headed into the weekend. Temperatures are going to be in the low teens throughout the day today, with winds gusting, again, 35 to 45 miles per hour, still making it feel sub-zero outside. And then, yeah, as you probably could have expected, most of our 7-day forecast highlighted in red. I've left Wednesday and Thursday out, but we're still going to see some decently impactful weather on both of those days with those systems passing through.